Hey, what's up? It is WTF Wednesday, and you know, I guess I have to talk a little bit about the elections last night. I don't want to spend too much time on this madness because it just shows the continued degradation in society. Um, it's I just don't even we had ballot measures pass here in Colorado that were supposedly for uh children. Think of the children with the bracelet jinglers. Think of the children, and the money will just be used to tax Colorado citizens even more than they already do. And they're just going to spend the money. It's going to go into a black hole like it's always done. And they're just trying to rescue themselves because they're not getting federal money. The squishy governor, Jared Polis, didn't get the gay games here in Colorado. So that revenue is gone. I think Australia got the gay games. So, yeah, I didn't even know that was a real damn thing. I thought it was a freaking joke when I started seeing the commercials for the gay games. I had no idea. But you know what? You got enough shit to deal with in the state of Colorado that God should set this place on fire for. So, um, one of those being late term abortions to pretty much birth, you can commit infanticide and just get rid of it. Unreal. So the state of Colorado passed these stupid ballot measures having to do supposedly with school lunches, even though kids already have free school lunches across the board for everybody. They already have school lunches. So this is just another money grab because they spent $2 billion or more the last 4 years on illegal aliens, and they can't recover the money. So they throw ballot measures in there. Oh, think of the children. Think of the children. They're starving to death. No, they're not, dude. You already had free lunches for these little brats. And now they're just going to, it's just an excuse to steal. Colorado voters have Stockholm syndrome. And I'm right. It's crazy. What's up, U.S. Chris Freedom of Patriotus? Can we have our own spot on the planet? Can we just have our own spot? And can we just deport all these communists, including the white liberal ones who voted in Zorhan Mamdani, Muhammad, wispy face white lady who is scary to look at, but they voted her ugly ass in. So there you go. It's really weird that Obama stomped the yard for the ugly white liberal female, but he would not support the black female. Though, like, that is so weird. I thought he excoriated people back before the 2024 election, especially black folks and black men in particular, that they absolutely had to vote for Kamala Harris because he was pretending she was black. She ain't black. Kamala Harris is not black. Period. End of story. Nothing about her is black. And honestly, that's really the only thing that I'm glad Candace Owens was around for. Not much else. Props, big props for exposing Kamala Harris. That saved a lot of votes. So, I give credit where it's due. I'm going to give props, but that's pretty much it. That's all I can tolerate. Now, back to this debacle. So you got Marky Sherry, whatever the hell her name is, in where the hell is that? Um, it's, New Jersey. Yeah, New Jersey. They are like the scum of the earth. Just these Upper East Side Manhattan hoes who sip wine during the day while their hedge fund manager husbands are working and making them money. And some people had, you know what? I think we're just for WTF today, and mostly to talk about this New York City race, this uh, this Ugandan Ted Bundy, smiling, 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 smiling. Just gonna smile New York into purgatory. I swear. Jesus, help me. I'm going to stop cussing. And then this kind of stuff happens. And I'm just like, you know what? Fuck it. I can't, I just, this is retarded that we're even talking about some red green alliance communist jihadi who literally hates white people. He's posted it. He never tried to delete the posts. They're still there from like 2020. He hates white people, but it's mostly white people who voted for him. I'm just, oh God. Oh my goodness gracious. And the Democrats and the crank far left want to try to say, oh, you guys are crying, you're mad. In the morning when your monkey ass is trying to get up, trying to sleep for that last 2 minutes, when you got to get up and go to work at 6 o'clock, you got babies, you got to wake up and you hear, hello, hello. Good luck with that, bitches. Y'all voted him in. He is going to unleash hell upon you. And, you know, it sucks. It really does. It still is it yet. And I'm still going to shit on him. But we are look at this stupidity right here. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Look at these two morons. Look at this black female. Look at this dumb hoe. Look at this. Look at her. This is, I guess, the after party or whatever. Look at this dumb shit. This is the moral degradation of society. And I don't know if this stupid idiot is kidding or what, but it just goes to show how far this country has fallen. Excuse me. What's up, daytime watcher? Oh, oh my God, I'm so glad. You used to follow me on Periscope. Oh my gosh. Well, welcome. Still doing the darn thing, man. Periscope, you know, that went to the wayside, and they kicked me off Twitter. So when it was Jack Dorsey in like 2019, and I've been on shoot, I got on X in like 2024, 23 or 24. But I'm so glad to see you. I'm so glad to see you. Check this fool out. Listen to this. This is absolutely insane.
Starts now. Absolutely. Zohran Mamdani, Islamic Caliphate, our brother in Islam, Islamic Caliphate of New York, starts today, baby.
God, there is just something.
Hold on.
Sharia law starts now. Absolutely. Zohran Mamdani, Islam.
Sharia law starts now. Zohran Mamdani. Listen to this dumb bitch.
Caliphate, our brother in Islam, Islamic Caliphate of New York, starts.
Islamic Caliphate of New York. Okay, let's continue.
Today, baby.
God, there is just something so electric, so satisfying about knowing that my MAGA parents, wherever they are probably having a horrible night tonight.
No, we're chilling.
I literally just got goosebumps thinking about it. Like they are in such a bad mood probably about the fact that Zohran just won and Prop 50 is gonna pass. Like, wow. God, I'm sorry. It just makes me feel good that my MAGA parents are probably upset right now.
When the day starts with Dick Cheney being dead, it ends with Mamdani winning. Oh, yes. Oh, I'm so happy.
Look at that ugliness in the screen. Look at that ugly shit right there. Can you imagine being a dude in a bar walking into this face? Can you imagine? This is what dudes, this is the selection that young men have today. This is it. That piece of crap, she probably smells like fish. She's the epitome of exactly what I mean when I call these females out. They are the worst. And they are the ones who twist the males in their in their pathetic existence to be a libtard just like them. They are sick and brainwashed. What's up, friend mouse? They won't be laughing when they want to go someplace they don't go because the men will be chasing after them. Yeah. Yeah. London, anybody under Sadiq Khan, the Muslim mayor of London? Let me get this ugly hole off my screen before I have to take a stomach pill. These hoes. Good God, she's just, look at this. Look at this. Hold on. Look at this. Headline by Joel Webben at Right Response M on X. Believe how lucky I got with Zohran selection. My baby boy will enter daycare in March. Oh my God, just in time for it to be free once Zohran seizes the means of production. Oh my gosh, I'm like so happy. I just can't even believe it. I'm gonna go from paying $1,500 a week for daycare to paying like nothing. Oh my gosh, you know what I'm gonna do with that money? Like I'm gonna like go to the spa and like go to Lululemon and buy more yoga pants. Fuck these bitches. Oh my God. I said, oh my God, you're awful. I literally, look, I am, okay, let me get this creep off of my screen. I am a Black conservative woman who wears a Trump hat through communist Colorado every day. I'm out of fucks. I don't care. I don't care. These females, you should see the looks that I get. Oh my God. And it's primarily individuals like that who are just like, they don't know what to think. They don't know what to think because, you know, I'm supposed to be some white woman wearing a Trump hat. Are you kidding me? What? kind of handle it. They just like grab their kids, and I'm like, bitch, I don't want your kids. Your husband don't want you or your kids. So calm down, relax. Unreal, unreal. We're just no, bro. All we can do is just have fun with it, because the fact that she said when she that she doesn't understand that when the government seizes the means of production, that is literally communism. That is fascism. That is the actual meaning of the word fascism. Not that's not what they say Trump is totally not. He is a free market capitalist, like ride or die. That's how he made billions as the real estate developer. Like, this is stupid. This is stupid. People are stupid. Oh my God. What's up, Miss Iris Pinkerton? Thank you for sharing the stream, darling. It's like I don't even understand it. It's the strangest damn thing. Wow. I don't get it. I don't get it. This post, another post on X by Eric Matheny on X says, white women of Manhattan with the $100,000 a year nannies married to hedge fund managers just traded the public safety of their city for a dopamine hit from their, quote, I voted Mamdani Instagram posts. He is so right about that. I already liked it on X. But this is so true. This is so true. They have no freaking idea what they just did. Because on the from what I understand, the Upper West Side or whatever, or Upper East Side, I'm not really sure, but like the Manhattan area, there's no bums up there. That's, wealthy, white, liberal, credential class, the academics, and the what do you call it? The academics, the hedge fund managers, the Wall Street moguls, the real estate. So, they're doing the woke thing still, like it's still fashionable to adopt some little chocolate kid from Africa or something when you're like lily white. Symbol. It's so stupid. These people think they're helping Black folks somehow by voting this way. And remember, said, her daycare is going to be free. I mentioned it in one of my videos I posted today. Remember that Black female from back in the day, back in 2008, when Slim Slacks Obama got greased up and slid into the White House. Remember, she was like, I'm so happy he got elected. Now I ain't got to pay my bills. I ain't got to pay no rent. I ain't got to pay no light bill. I just like, what happened to her? I'm sure she got evicted. Because, can you imagine thinking that way? Like, she just stopped paying her rent, stopped paying her bills, and is just telling her creditors and her property manager, oh, Obama got in office now. I ain't got to pay no bills. Dumb. Yeah, and thank you for saying that, Daytime Watcher. Uh, um, on let me see if I can't find it. The uh okay. Yeah, this is the one. Shit. Here we go. And thank you for bringing that up about the shutdown. Check this out. Now that the elections are over from last night, now Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries want to start coming to the table and talking, but they're not doing it correctly. See, they're saying they sent this demand letter to Trump. He doesn't do demands. Bastards, he just stopped 8 wars on the way to stopping 9 world conflicts. And you think y'all's dumbasses are going to go to Trump and say, I demand? You don't demand shit. You don't demand Donald Trump to do anything. These losers, Hakeem Jeffries is a loser. He's a loser. Chuck Schumer is a loser who has spent the last 40 years in the Senate. He is useless. He hasn't, I don't even know what state he's supposed to represent. Do y'all? I don't know what state Chuck Schumer is supposed to represent. Look at this. Headline, top Democrats demand urgent meeting with Trump to end government shutdown so they can look like they're the heroes. They're the ones who shut the government down in the first damn place over illegals getting health care and Medicaid. So the letter says, Dear President Trump, we right to demand. Bitch, die. What the hell is wrong with you? You don't approach the president. We demand. You don't demand shit. You come on your hands and knees, you bum. We right to demand a bipartisan meeting of legislative leaders to end the GOP shutdown. No, this is a Democrat shutdown, you old bastard. Chuck Schumer, you need to calm down. You need to calm down. There's some pictures floating around with you in it, and you need to calm the hell down. While you bullshitting, the shutdown of the federal government and decisively address the Republican healthcare. No. You're not going to get a meeting with Trump talking like this. You're not going to get a meeting with the president talking like this. It's not the Republican healthcare crisis, asshole. It's the Democrat healthcare crisis they knew was going to happen in 2022. They kicked the can down the road. They knew they were going to end the ACA subsidies, the Affordable Care Act. They knew the Democrats signed off on this shit in the Inflation Reduction Act in 2022 when Joe Biden was still in there. They knew they were going to end it. They knew it was going to become a problem. But see, they were hoping that Joe Biden or Kamala Harris would have stolen another election like they did in 2020, and they could kick the can down the road a little bit further. But see, Trump ain't playing their game. So now they're trying to blame the shutdown on him when it's them who wants to keep illegal aliens with health care and dental care and critical care while American citizens are paying $30,000 a year premiums. Go to hell, Chuck Schumer, and take that dime store ass, Dollar Tree, Kmart ass Obama with you. Democrats stand ready to meet with you face to face, anytime, any place. Go to hell, Chuck Schumer. Go to hell. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Nah. The president doesn't do things like that. You're not going to make President Trump meet with you when you are talking to him like he's the one who started this shit. Y'all started this. This is the Democrat shutdown. Make no mistake, they did this. They caused this. 2022, that the Inflation Reduction Act did not reduce inflation. In fact, with the extreme government spending during that, with that, what, $3-4 trillion for the Inflation Reduction Act, that actually just inflated the deficit, bro. That means they went to the Federal Reserve to bank that is run from the Bank of England and Rothschilds and Europe and Brussels. It's got nothing to do with here. And put this country even further in debt than we already were. We still have not completely recovered from 2008, from the GFC. Fran Mouse says, can I also say I'm so fucking tired of them calling illegal Americans? Yeah. They're hold on. I got you. Hold please. Uh-huh. Oh. What is this we have here? What is this we have here? Let's bring this on in. Thank you for bringing that up, Fran Mouse. Colorado. The Office of the New Americans. Working with new Americans. What do you think they mean by that? What do you think they mean by that? Oh, let's start here for scrolling purposes. The Office of the New Americans Annual Report, State Fiscal Year 2025. Immigrant Services, Refugee Services. Yeah, interesting. The Office of the New Americans. This started under Joe Biden. This was not here before in the state of Colorado. Here we go. Oh, applications now open for benefit recovery fund. The benefit recovery fund provides compensation for eligible undocumented individuals who have lost employment through no fault of their own. Applications are now open. Hold on, this can somebody screenshot this, because I'm sure about to send this to Christy Nome, because they need to know that Colorado is still spending our tax money to support illegal fucking aliens. Okay? Do you see this? Do you see this? The Office of the New Americans. Okay? This is Colorado. Hold on. Can I screenshot this? How do I do that? Don't worry. I got it. I'll go back and do it. I got it. Don't worry. Because see, this governor, Squishy, as I call him, is putting out the word because he needs more federal money. You know, that's why they did the 2 ballot measures. And I think they both passed because Colorado voters are absolutely retarded. Oh, Jesus. So the Office of Americans, let's just keep scrolling and see what else they have here. I might fill out an application. Why don't they have an application open for benefit recovery fund for American citizens who have lost their jobs through no fault of their own? Why don't they have one for American citizens? This is only for eligible undocumented individuals, AKA illegal aliens. It's not for Americans, not for citizens, I'll say. Let's go on. I'll put a pin in that. Oh, here we go. Working with New Americans' resources and toolkits. Interesting. Unlock the potential of new American talent and explore innovative strategies from recruiting to upskilling to harness this talent pool. Wow. Who you talking about there, Office of the New Americans in Colorado? Tren de Aragua? The same bastards who took over apartment complexes? What are you upskilling them in property management? Unbelievable. Request feedback from the New Americans Community Advisory Committee. Oh, interesting. How cute. Colorado Migrant Welcome Guide. Oh, interesting. So this is what this new ballot measure, this is what the money is going to go toward, because they're not getting federal money. They got to keep these illegals happy. They got to keep these illegals happy to keep voting Democrat. Yeah, welcome guide. Of course, Spanish translation. This welcome packet is intended to assist asylum seekers. Yeah, okay. And migrants who do not yet have an immigration legal status, but are intending to call Colorado home. Oh. And there you go. The state of Colorado is still actively participating in harboring fugitives. I just read it to you. They're still doing it. The page is still up. The office is still open. The board members are still being paid. They are still using document. Why don't they have a fund set up for American citizens who have lost jobs due to this shutdown, or for any other reason, by the way? There is no, if your ass don't get unemployment, you are screwed in the state of Colorado. And you can't live here without a job or some kind of income coming in, and it better be more than $3,000 a month. I'm not kidding. Or you better be poor as shit and you ain't getting nothing. Why do they only have the Office of the New Americans? Do you know how insulting that is? That is a slap in the face. Send that to Kristi Noem. Bastards. Y'all still pouring money into illegals when you have been instructed not to, while Tina Peters is still sitting in fucking prison, and you're still pouring money into illegal aliens. We got another Thanksgiving coming up, another Christmas coming up. We done already missed the summer, and Tina Peters is still sitting in prison. What's up, Mad Frog? I'm on one right now. Thank you, sassy lady. Hi, baby. Battle Kev said Karen Bass, that communist from Cuba, is trying to give these illegals $5,000 since they're scared to go to work. Another one. They are literal. You know what? They need to just start arresting these bastards. Just start arresting them. They show you. They don't give a shit. They ain't no shame in their game. They probably walk up to the mic and tell you, this is what we're doing for you. Now, dead on the street from an overdose. Okay? That's some cold-blooded shit right there. That's cold-blooded. But see, then they need American citizens to vote for them. Ooh, Lord, I cannot wait until this mail-in ballots are a thing of the past and we never have to deal with that again. No more mail-in ballots. 2020 was a freaking nightmare because of the pandemic. There's no excuse anymore for you mail in. No, hate it for you. Don't mail it in. You know when the election is coming up, you have months to prepare for it. If you're going to be out of town, fill out your ballot first. It's going to come to you like 2 months in advance. Fill out your freaking ballot and turn it in. No more excuses. Karen Bass should be behind bars for what she did with the Palisade fires. These absolute losers. Look at this. Look at this. Speaking of illegals, look at this bullshit. They don't even care no more, man. They don't care. Look at this. Posted by Greg Price.
Because his mother had died. My father, as the one processing board, put my grandmother down as his mother. And so
sorry,
I
it's not
am
loud.
illegal in this country. My parents are illegal here in this country. Because his mother had died. My father, as the one processing the paperwork, put my grandmother down as his mother. And so I am illegal in this country. My parents are illegal here in this country.
Yeah, she is. Did you hear what she said? She is in Minnesota. She is with a Minnesota house. She said with her own ugly fat face, she is illegal in this country. Her parents are illegal in this country. That bitch just got elected mayor of St. Paul, Minnesota last night. Oh, geez. Oh, God. Ugh. She literally stood there and admitted that she is an illegal alien. Her parents are here. They're illegal also. Nobody in her house is citizen. She makes more money than American citizens, and she's not even a citizen. And she just got voted in, elected to the state house last night. How is this possible? Well, at least I can say, with everything else seeming to fall apart, at least there was one that did not get into a position of power who was endorsed by Ilhan Omar. From the Minneapolis. He's still a state senator. Look at him teeth. Freaking Somali pirate running shit in Minneapolis. Disgusting. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. That was the only, I mean, he didn't win. So, I mean, I guess there's hope somewhere. I don't freaking know. This was her before he lost. Speaking of a Somali pirate, hang on. I'm going to bring it in so we can see it. Who posted this? Oh, Gunther Eagleman, my brother. What's up, Gunther? Look at this. I don't know if y'all seen this yet or not, but this was her trying to get, look at that face. Look at that weird Somali pirate face. Gunther Eagleman says, Minnesota, what the fuck are you guys doing up there? Look at this bullshit. They're so in your face. They are so brazen and so full of hubris. They don't even care that you know they break the law. They don't care. But shit, look at this bitch.
haddii number yar looga guulaysto annagoo dhan waa xanaaqeynaa because waa ognahay nambaradaas meeshay jiraan.
What? Oh, I see you got your nails done, ho.
marka waxaan u baahanahay haddii uu guulaysto iyo haddiisan uu guulaysaninbo habeen.
Look at that. Look at that room. Look like a plane from Mogadishu just dropped these bastards in this country.
talaadada in aan ku seexano annagoo og wax kasto aan qaban karnay aan qabanay in walaalkeen Cumar Faatax uu noo noqdo meeyar. Cumar Faatax ha guulaysto.
Thank you so much. Ilhan Umar!
Look at that dude. Look at that white dude. Who the fuck is that her husband? Is that her husband? That's her husband. Ew. Ew. The odd. Oh my God, what a joke. This country has become a fucking joke. Mad Frog said, well, look, he's not my brother. Laugh out loud. Yeah. Why? She's not speaking English. President Trump declared that English is the official language of this country. Why is this bitch go? We don't know what the frick you're saying. You're in Minneapolis. They don't even care. That bitch knows she married her brother to keep him here. Stop playing. And he moved shortly after they got caught. She hurried up and sent him to the United Kingdom. So he's been over there for years. He hasn't been back here. I think she had children with her brother. I didn't know that before, like a month ago. What a disgusting whore. And now she's with the white dude, even though she hates white people. Thank you, Riddle Me This, for reposting the stream, my love. Thank you. Bottle Kev said ICE, Tom Holman are gearing up to deploy 10,000 plus ICE agents here in California. They reopened this large prison that was closed. Reopen Alcatraz. Reopen Alcatraz and send the nutty nutball, coot-tard, white liberal females. Send them to Alcatraz. Get some fabuloso and some mops and some brooms. Get a priest in there to do an exorcism to get rid of the ghosts. We ain't doing no more ghost tours at Alcatraz. We are putting crazy, retarded leftists on Alcatraz Island. Try to swim away from there, bitch. Let me know how that works out. Shark food. Let's get it. Let's get it. What is with all these Muslims who are in positions of authority? This is just emboldening them. Emboldening them. Their plan and purpose is to infiltrate. Hold on. I got you. Hold on. Let me see. Oh, the page is gone. Damn it. Okay. Hang on. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Hold, please. Hold on. We're going to listen to them and see. Thank you for posting this so we can see exactly their plan. They're not hiding it. Check it out. She says the West is being quietly conquered while you bicker about White House renovations and food stamps. She is so right about this. Pay close attention because Satan is knocking at the door.
What we as Muslims want to implement here in the United States, we believe the Constitution should be replaced by the Quran.
First move that I will do, I will abolish the Constitution and I will establish the only logical and rational Constitution, which is the Quran and the Sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
When it comes to spreading Islam on a state level, on a societal level, that method prescribed is jihad. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has prescribed that the ones who don't accept the ruling of Islam, they must be fought. This is simply the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Okay. Do I need to play it again? They tell you who they are and what they plan to do. And these dumb females, they still voted in Zorhan, Muhammad. They still slid him on in with smiling. While he whoops your ass. He does not want police. He wants social workers on the street. No police. He hates cops. He hates white folks. He tolerates black. He's with the upper class in Uganda. He's not one of the poor blacks in the tribes out in the jungle and shit. Him and his family come from money and wealth. His sperm donor, and he calls father, is a Columbia professor. So, he's making well over $1 million a year. His egg donor, he calls a mother, is a Bollywood actress, or producer, director. Because my daughter used to live in Kansas City. She shopped at Sunfresh. It used to be a nice store, but it was government run. I never knew that until it shut down. Because the shelves started to be empty. They kept stealing shit. And all they had, they just could not maintain it because they weren't getting the same amount of federal money. President Trump is not playing the game with this dude. So he's not going to be getting, there's $180 billion or something in federal money. President Trump is not giving it to them because all he's going to do, and he said he's going to take care of the illegals. He's going to make it a mecca for illegals and for jihadis. He said some scary shit, man. Too nice. We're too nice to people. We let these people in here and they destroy us, and then It's just, it's absolutely unbelievable that we have come to this point. Absolutely unbelievable. Interesting. Here we go. Let's talk a little bit about this. This is Valuetainment. This has been David. I like this guy. And I watch Valuetainment. He has been talking about this mayoral race for a while. So I'm going to bring this in because he does have some great information. And these guys are on Valuetainment. Wait, sorry, hold on. Oh, shucks. What did I do to it? Let me see if I can find it again. Sorry. Oh my God. Hold on. Oh, please. We'll get there. All right, here we go.
The story comes up Financial Times. Miami realtors pitch spaces in New York. I'm coming to you with this one, Barry. So if you want to pull up this video, Rob, I think you got a video on this one here. Let me go to this one. I'll read it, and then we can turn over to the video. So a few days before mayoral election, luxury real estate developers Isaac Toledano joked that a lot of Floridians are going to give Mamdani an award for being the best broker of the year. Toledano is one of several Miami-based developers hoping to cash in on what they anticipate will be an influx of high net worth New Yorkers escaping to the Sunshine State if Democratic Socialist Mamdani wins the city's mayoral race. Tweet fears that left-wing will drive the wealthy. Rob, do you have a video on this one?
Yep.
Will leave fear that Mamdani's left-wing, some of the wealthy New Yorkers have circulated since the 34-year politician unexpectedly clinched the Democratic primary. Billionaire hedge fund manager Bill Ackman, who has poured cash into opposing Mamdani's campaign, predicted an exodus of companies and individuals to New York. Go ahead, Rob.
On you at 6, some here in South Florida have their eyes on the race for mayor in New York City.
That was an interesting point. South Florida realtors say they've been contacted by New Yorkers already looking to move to the Sunshine State if self-described Democratic Socialist Zoran Mamdani is elected mayor of New York City. CBS News Miami's Bree Buckley looks into it.
A lot of people are worried.
Isaac Toledano is the CEO and founder of BH Group Miami, a high-end real estate development firm. He says the race for mayor in New York City could impact South Florida.
We already see a lot of New York buyers and their brokers and agents and representatives already looking to buy real estate and getting information.
His clients say they're worried if self-described Democratic Socialist Zoran Mamdani is elected mayor, that crime will rise as well as taxes. He campaigned to lower the cost of living for the working.
For South Florida and Florida and real estate?
I think it will have an influence because of the two things that they were mentioned there. One is obviously taxes do have an impact. We know that, right? In Florida is zero state income tax. And then when you look at the crime, you talked about it earlier. If crime rises and if there's extraordinarily lenient laws towards criminals and you invite more criminals in because of that incentive, there's only so much that people could take because you worry about your safety. I think that could be those two items could be big influencers. And if you have people move down here, right now we have a bit more supply in Florida. So I don't think it would have a big influence on prices immediately. I think it would just stabilize things, maybe some modest gains. But if it could is higher here. There's also a lot of development too, so we have to weigh the two against each other.
Tom, what do you think?
So, well, I think there's two things. There's the emotional response on the surveys you see now, and then there's the reality of it. And the reality of it is that what he's doing is going to have an immediate economic impact on New York. The taxes are coming, things are happening. He's really doing things. So it's not just the guy got elected that I don't like, okay, and he's stalemated because the city council's over here and these guys are over here. And then, they get stalemated, just like a president gets stuck. So nothing really changes in your life yet.
Right.
But what he's talking about is about to change. And I think when people see what's coming to New York and people see the tax rates and they feel the change and they see the businesses that did move out. Remember, elections swing on 4 points in the middle. And right now there's a swing that's going to happen and people are going to feel it. So I think they're going to be going. Now, are they going to be, is it going to be like we saw from, and we remember the story. We saw it in the stats from U-Haul that was paying college students, I think it was $2,000 for 2 college students to drive a U-Haul from Dallas back to California during spring break. They were saying, hey, spring break job from U-Haul, because they had too many trucks that had come to Texas. And so when you start seeing that, I think it's going to be very, very real. But I think he's going to start doing things on day one. He can't wait. And that, along with that's who's left, that's why I think you're going to see that first wave come, and they're gonna come down here. But back to Barry's point, a very good point. Come down here with your roofing business. Come down here with your heating, air conditioning business. We have a shortage. Come down here with your home services businesses. We have shortages. Come down here with your window retrofit businesses. We have shortages of people available to do those jobs and find affordable housing outside the city areas for your people. That's what I want.
Right.
But I think they're going to move. I think it's going to move because he's really going to do stuff.
I think
fast,
the safety issue. The safety issue is a big one. That's a big one.
Here's a clip of him talking about letting out prisoners. Go ahead, Rob.
Oftentimes, we've even found as legislators, when we go into these courts, the term violent crime is even used when people are stealing packages. Violent crime is even used when people are accused of burglary and there happens to be a housing unit in that same dwelling. So violence is an artificial construction. And we have to be very clear that what is happening here with these district attorneys, that is violence.
So the guy,
violence is an artificial construction. Okay, you get the point with this. We don't need to continue the conversation, but do follow Valuetainment. But Zorhan Muhammad said that violence is like it's not real. It's not real. But this happened in New York City like 10 months ago, and it really happened. And it's not just a construct. This actually happened in New York. Roll the film.
Cause made the cut. Fox and Friends starts now.
And we begin with a Fox News alert. A man is arrested after allegedly setting fire to a sleeping subway passenger in New York City, killing the innocent women. And sources tell us the suspect is in the country illegally.
Yeah, no shit. So this garbage ass, disgusting 2'2" illegal from probably Honduras or somewhere set that poor woman on fire and stood there and watched her burn.
Madeline Rivera joins us now with the details on this horrible story. Maddie?
Yeah, the details are certainly disturbing, guys. We do want to warn viewers, the video you're about to watch is graphic. This happened Sunday morning. The NYPD says a person of interest whom they now have in custody and the victim are both riding the F subway train bound to England. As the train pulled into the station, the suspect walked up to the victim and lit her on fire. Flames quickly overcame the woman, and in one of the most chilling, perhaps, of this incident, Police say the suspect did not leave. Instead, he sat on a bench on the platform just outside the train car. Video appears to show the suspect watching the victim burn. Because he did not leave, the police officers, through their body cameras, were able to get images of the suspect. They distributed those, and the NYPD says 3 high schoolers recognized the suspect. Sources tell Fox News Digital the suspect is 33-year-old Sebastian Zapata. While police did not identify the person of interest, a high-level NYPD source told Fox News Digital individual and was legally from Guatemala in 2018 when President-elect Trump was president during his first term. The person of interest has no prior arrests in New York City and 1 prior arrest in Arizona, the source said, though details about the arrest were not available.
So this shitbag, garbage ass illegal set a woman on fire on a New York subway in Brooklyn, and Mom Dami wants you to believe that violence isn't real. Violence isn't not it. It's not real. It doesn't happen. It's a social construct. So as I have heard, as I have heard, so this is even the left-leaning USA Today. And the reactions to this continue. This is an opinion piece. Mamdani seems destined to win New York City mayor. New Yorkers will regret that. She says, Nicole Russell, Zoran Mamdani's socialist policies and extreme views on the NYPD and the city's robust Jewish population will destroy the city they call home. It may drive some to actually leave. Yeah. In New York City, well, let's see. More than 735,000 New Yorkers cast ballots during the early voting period, and 16% were Gen Z voters. They're disenfranchised or disillusioned with the state of the country because they can't buy a house. They can only afford an apartment unless they're 5 or 6 roommates. So this idiot promising rent controls and rent caps and rent ceilings and free rent and free this and free buses and free that is what drove these Gen Zers to vote for this snob. Mamdani's socialist policies and extreme views on the New York Police Department and the city's robust Jewish population will destroy or at least dim the lights of the city they call home. It might drive some to actually leave. Some New Yorkers say they will leave if he wins. Well, of course, they've been saying it for a year, for the last 3 or 4 months. We are seeing hints of this already. In a survey done by Jail Partners for the Daily Mail found that despite Mamdani's incredible popularity with the youth vote, not everyone is excited that the state legislator will institute his socialist, it's actually communist, agenda on New Yorkers. The poll found that 9%, approximately 765,000 New Yorkers would definitely leave the city if this dude is elected. Pack your bags. U-Haul is about to be overrun with people. 25%, or nearly 2.13 million people, would consider leaving. New York has a population, New York City, of 8.5 million people. So, you know, as it was said on Valuetainment, this dude is going to start implementing these policies off the bat. He is going to start asserting power immediately. He's not going to wait. As soon as he is greased up and slid in, he is going to start the decline of New York City. Remember when all the illegals started showing up back in 2021 and New York was overrun with illegals? Remember that? Remember that? Probably the ones in that are left over in red states, and even some of the blue states like this one, Colorado, are going to go to New York City, because that's why the illegals came up through Mexico and wanted to go straight to New York because of the generous welfare benefits. But see, he's not going to have federal money. I think I need to remind people of exactly how this went 4 years ago. And we need to appreciate, as President Trump has the northern and southern borders hermetically sealed. So the illegals are not getting in. So this idiot screeching about the New York City being a safe haven for illegals, where are they going to come from? They're not getting in. He has no control over the northern and southern border on the federal level. Retard. Because we need to be reminded that we need to be reminded look at this. Hang on. This is just one story. There are many like this.
31. We have breaking news. More asylum seekers just arrived in New York City as concerns grow about the number of migrants headed to the U.S.-Mexico border. A surge is expected as a Trump-era border policy expires this week. But Mayor Adams is already warning New York City simply cannot handle another big influx. Eyewitness News reporter Janice Hughes live at Port Authority Bus Terminal with the details. Janice.
Good morning, Ken. Yeah, we just saw 2 buses arrive within the half hour. No word yet on how many people are in those buses. We're working to get those numbers for you. And these are the first of several buses that will be arriving here at the Port Authority through the week. Take a look at this video. This is of those buses arriving.
Look at
we
this
saw,
shit. Remember this?
Families getting off
Remember
the bus,
this?
men, women, children, and they'll be here meeting with volunteers as they have in the past before they go off to the shelters. So Mayor Eric Adams says the city has been told it should expect more than 1,000 asylum seekers a week to come to the city. Now, this Trump-era policy allows Border Patrol to turn away people who illegally cross into the U.S. To prevent the spread of COVID-19. 19 Republican-led states plan to file an appeal with the Supreme Court, arguing it should stay in place. Border cities like El Paso have already declared a state of emergency.
I don't think that getting all the money in the world right now would even help us, because we just don't have the manpower. We don't have the facilities.
Well, Mayor Adams released a statement that reads in part, quote, "Our requests for assistance have been mostly ignored. And while the New York delegation
Yeah, that's
repeatedly
'cause it was
advocated for
Biden.
funding to be sent back to New York City, many in Congress, both Republican and Democrats, have refused to lift a finger. Now, the city did set up a temporary tent shelter on Randall's Island for people to stay at, but that actually closed about a month ago because no one was using it. City Council is expected to meet later this morning. They'll hold a hearing to talk about the city's response to the migrant influx so far.
Yeah, that was back during the dark, as Biden used to call it, the dark winter days. Yeah. Check this out. This is Fox Business.
Just look at what I got in the mail. It's Elon Musk's latest invention.
Our next guest used to be governor. Florida Senator Rick Scott joins us now. Senator, great to see you. Florida has benefited in two ways. The destination for many of the New Yorkers, the rich New Yorkers that have moved out, and the share of millionaires living in New York has really collapsed in the last few years, well below 10% of the nation's. But a lot of the pension money that the taxes here go toward, about at least 10% of the pension payments every year, by my calculation, it's at least a couple of $1 billion, heads all the way down to Florida. That the only county out of the top 10 counties of pension payments every year that isn't in New York is in Florida. It's in Palm Beach. So say thank you, Senator.
Well, you know, it's interesting. In 2010, when I got elected as governor, there were more people living in New York than living in Florida. Now, take jobs with them. They take their charitable giving with them. And so who gets hurt? The poorest people in New York, the people that need a job or maybe need some support from a charity. So
yeah, so you get the point here. But there's one more thing that I want to remind you of and bring back to your attention is hold on. Oh, here we go. We'll do this one. I'm going to bring it in quickly. Sorry, because, you know, it's very important with this Mamdani that we remember how this shit was handled under Eric Adams, who, by the way, dropped out of the race early because he just couldn't hack it. He dropped out of the race. I don't know, he might have been able to pull it off, but he dropped out too soon because he was just done with being beat up. But whatever. Check this out. Remember, $53 million in prepaid cards for migrant families. This is in New York City.
This is a national crisis, but on the local level, the mayor of New York City has a new plan to help migrants with the cost of food. It's drawing criticism, I should tell you.
Now, by the way, it was supposed to be for the cost of food. This is not food stamps. By the way, this is not food stamps. This is a totally separate thing from the food stamp EBT card SNAP benefits program. This $53 million, that was the initial seed money that went into giving these illegal aliens all this money. This was just like debit cards loaded with thousands of dollars. This is separate from the food EBT payments.
Eric Adams' proposal is to give families prepaid credit cards that they can use to buy food or supplies. Texas Governor Greg Abbott slammed the idea, calling it reprehensible. So let's get into it. How does it actually work? National correspondent Axel Tercios is based in New York. Axel, I know this is always playing out right around you, and there are locals who are very hospitable, others who say, hey, we want resources as well. Can you give us some details of how the plan would work?
Well, Chance, it's mixed emotions around New York City residents, and the mayor's whole plan is to basically replace the already non-perishable food boxes that the city is providing to migrants, single adult migrants and migrant families that are staying in hotels like this, which is the former Roosevelt Hotel here in Midtown Manhattan, which is now serving as the main intake center for all of the migrants that are coming in. And just before I go into details, I want to show you that we can still see some people lining up here, coming for the first time, like Alejandro. I was just talking to Alejandro. He just arrived from Venezuela. His friend, who is wearing the black hoodie, he was telling me that his state limit at the shelter is about to expire this Friday, as the city right now established this new shelter state limit for 30 days for single adult migrants and 60 days for families. So we are going to keep seeing more people making line here to try to get a spot in one of the city's shelters. So the amount on these prepaid credit cards will depend on the number of members in the family, and also if they're making any income at all during the month, so they will be able to get this prepaid credit card to buy food at groceries, supermarkets, convenience stores, and the bodegas. So a family of 4, for instance, preference and also culturally relevant to their diet.
Culturally relevant. This is an additional Visa debit card program that was, by the way, this contract was given to a black man or some kind of DEI bullshit to be the issuer, or the credit card. Is it the issuer or the I think it's the issuer. This Eric Adams thought it would be totally accepted because, well, he's a black man and he's got a business and you should be happy because he's a black man. Well, no, because you're still giving almost $60 million in benefits that these people never paid into and never earned. You're just handing them free money in addition to the money they were already getting. He gave them, on top of that, another Visa card for their culturally appropriate meals. Oh my God, unbelievable. So we gotta shine the spotlight on what's going on in Mexico, because this used to be what was going on here. The borders are hermetically sealed and they're not getting in here anymore. So look at this. This guy, Tio Liberal. What's up, Sammy Lee? How you doing, darling? This individual over on YouTube has been sharing what's been happening in Mexico because they're sick of all the illegals. Can you believe this shit? Can you believe it? Look at this. Migrants beg for money on the streets of Mexico as poverty skyrockets. Interesting. So let's hear what these individuals have to say.
We ask for help from people who are in cars that stop, or passersby who pass by on the road. Right? But many people like this, begging for money, and that looks bad, right? Because when you look closely, the country that asks for money in all countries is Venezuelans. The main avenues of the historic center of Mexico City are constantly being visited by migrants asking for money from passersby. Entire groups, many of them small children, are positioned at traffic lights, subway station entrances, and public squares. There are people who don't have money to buy anything. That's the reality. They told—
Well, that you got a brand new phone. How'd you get that phone? If you so poor, how'd you get that phone that's stuck in your shirt?
Us that the government was going to give us $100, but we had to work. This practice has spread from the southern border to the country's major cities and heralds a social and economic collapse if immediate measures are not taken. The National Migration Institute reports that each recent caravan has exceeded 100 people. 1,000 of us go out, and every day, 1,000, 15, 800, 700 people are leaving every day. Cubans, Venezuelans, Haitians, and Hondurans spread out along the main streets asking for financial aid. Videos captured by security cameras and citizens show lines of people in the Central Park with signs that say help with food or travel to the border. Others beg.
Travel to what border? Don't come here. We don't need any more sex workers. We don't need any more hotel cleaners. We don't need anybody else coming from nowhere. And by the way, don't let the cartels lie to your ass. The border of America, United States, is sealed. Look, I'm about to put my sign up here in just a minute.
To be able to get through, because if not, I would be ashamed to ask. I am ashamed because I never did that. But thank God I am here today fighting for my dreams. And
no, you go back to Venezuela. That's what you do, Miss Genesis. Go back to Venezuela and fight for your country. Like we had to fight for this one. You're not coming up in here no more.
To provide for my family, my brothers. Begging is not an isolated act. It is organized in shifts with leaders who assign zones and times to maximize daily collection. In Mexico City,
Jesus, please help the dog. Why do you have a dog? Oh.
The phenomenon has escalated to critical levels. The Zocalo, the Alameda Central, Paseo de la Reforma, and the area around the National Palace concentrate applicants every day. This concentration creates pedestrian congestion, reduces the flow of trade, and alters the urban image that the federal government has promoted as a tourist destination. Now, with the arrival of all these migrants from Central America, we once again see Cuban boys and girls selling gum on public transportation, on top of cars, at traffic lights, on public roads, and children walking, begging. Stations such as Pino Suarez, Bellas Arts, and Hidalgo have registered a 45% increase in the presence of street vendors and solicitors, many of them migrants who combine direct requests for money with the sale of candy, bottled water, or handicrafts brought from their countries of origin.
Getting here is not easy. Many of us have had people who have offered us a helping hand, but many countrymen do not have the money.
Competition for informal jobs is fierce. Migrants accept salaries of 80 to 120 pesos per day in construction, cleaning, or loading, while Mexican workers demand at least 200 pesos to cover basic expenses. My work is selling jackets, socks, bread, this outfit and that, well, depending on what the boss tells me. In traditional markets, local vendors report drops of 25 to 40% in their daily sales due to the proliferation of street stalls run by migrants.
Illegal.
Before, we could make 400 pesos a day. Now with so many begging on the corners, people prefer to give to them because they inspire more pity, explains a driver on Route 26. In the markets, porters earn 180 pesos from sunrise to sunset, literally from 3 in the morning to 6 in the afternoon. There are many migrants, but they are already working and are no longer on the streets. They are already trying to find a job. The announcement of 2 new caravans worsens the crisis. The Cuban exodus with 2,000 confirmed participants. The contingent includes Cuban doctors, engineers, and teachers who are looking to settle in Puebla, Querétaro, and Guanajuato to join the manufacturing and automotive industries.
Yeah, that's the problem because the automotive industry has been dependent on the United States, and President Trump is bringing back the auto industry to the United States. So the cars are not going to be made in Mexico anymore. Chica, go back to your country, honey. Go back. Go back. This is what I'm saying is, Sammy, were you wearing your girl? I wear my hat every day. I ain't studying these people. Oh my gosh. Yeah, but they need to go back to their country. There don't need to be any more caravans. These international organizations and these NGOs, non-governmental organizations, they need to start putting out bulletins to people across the world. Do not bother coming to the United States because you're not getting in. Don't bother going to Mexico because they don't have no money and you're just going to end up begging on the street for money. Like, a lot of these individuals, which they never told anybody, but back in the 2021, when all these illegals were showing up here, a lot of them came from places like Peru, Brazil, Colombia, Paraguay, Uruguay. They came from Central and South America. They had already left Venezuela 10 years ago when Nicolas Maduro was first installed. They left years ago. They've been living comfortably in South America and Central America. They only came all the way Christ that President Trump has stopped all money flowing to these illegals. You have to cut the money sources off or else they'll never leave. They'll never leave. As long as they think there's an incentive to be here, they will not leave. You have to cut off their food, cut off their daycare, cut off the health care benefits, cut off the dental benefits, cut off all the Section 8 housing and the free housing, cut off all the SBA loans, cut off all the FHA loans, cut off all of their avenues to living off of the American taxpayer. It's time for y'all monkey asses to go. You got it. No vacancy. No vacancy. No vacancy. Don't come here. We don't have room. We don't want you. We don't like you. Stay your ass in your country. Don't try to come here. You're not getting in. President Trump has sealed the border. We building a wall 1,000,000 feet high. And we pouring grease on it. So you'll just slide off. And if that don't work, we electrifying the freaking wall. Don't come here. You're not getting in. Okay? Y'all need to start send messages. The way I can slip in. You're not coming in here. You're not coming in here. And our Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth, at the direction of the president, is blasting the hell out of these drug boats in international waters. Excuse you. So we're not allowing you to bring your drugs in here anymore. We don't. Okay. For those who joined a little bit later, I put this up earlier, but I want to put it up again for those who came in later. This is what Colorado is still doing, the Office of the New Americans. Okay? This is in Colorado. They are spending money, tax money, federal money to help illegal aliens. Okay, I'll leave this up for next time when we'll just go through some of the things for the people who came in later that they have been doing for individuals who are here illegally in the state of Colorado. They're still taking care of them. The Office of the New Americans is still open. They still have the board of directors. They still have the staff working there. And they are still helping illegals. They need housing. You can't get help with housing, but they can. See how this works? New York, I don't know what the hell's going on, bro. Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Gen Z, baby boomer kooks, and white liberal females who have hedge fund manager husbands, while who New York, they are going to regret voting this bum who has never had a job in his life. He's 35, 34, never had a job. Never had a job. Never had a job before. He has only been a citizen of this country for 6 years. His loyalty is not here. You've seen in a picture recently with George, or what's his name? Alex Soros. Like this, they don't care if you know anymore. They could give a shit. They don't care if you know. They don't care if you know they're being bankrolled by Qatar and everywhere else. It's unbelievable what is happening. Unbelievable. This fool with his on the DL ties to the Muslim Brotherhood is now the mayor of New York. It's just Sadiq Khan. I'm sure Sadiq Khan has already congratulated him while he destroyed London. Grooming gangs, violence, girls being raped all the time by these Muslims. Boy, I tell you what. Oh my God. Anyway. Well, that's enough. I know you just keep praying. That's what we can do. We got to seek the Lord in all of this mess, and don't look to the right or the left. Just keep walking on that water like Peter. Don't look to the right or the left just because the storms are brewing. Keep praying. Keep praying for our president. Keep praying for his cabinet members. Pray for this country, and pray for each other. I'm telling you, man, it's some crazy mess going on right now. But anyway, we'll get through it. I am your host for another episode of this WTF Wednesday, and we will see you later. Peace out.